What if everything you've been taught about success and happiness is a lie? We are often trapped in relentless pursuit of validation, but true freedom comes from stepping off that hamster wheel. Prepare to shed illusion and embark on a profound path to self-discovery. We live in paradoxical age. Never before have we been so connected, yet at the same time so insecure. Social media, once meant to bring us together, often act as an amplifier for our need for validation. Why do we crave those likes and comments? Because every like, every heart give us a small hit of dopamine, the same chemical that reinforces craving for food or even additive substances. The catch? That buzz is fleeting, leaving a hollow hunger for more. The dopamine hit is real. Our brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And social media engineers have mastered triggering this loop, rewarding us with short-lived satisfactions. Yet these small bursts of pleasure don't build lasting self-esteem. They only train us to chase outside approval instead of our own inner compass. But why do we fall for this trap? It's not just social media's fault. We are immersed in a comparison culture, endlessly measuring our messy, real selves against airbrushed highlight reels of master media engineers. Is it any wonder that anxiety and self-doubt are at all-time high? We are taught that being liked and followed means we are enough, but in reality, it pulls us deeper into insecurity. The more we chase those metrics, the less we actually know ourselves. Do you ever wonder what enough really means? Society sets a bar, income, followers, even the perfect relationships, and keeps moving it further and further away. If happiness always depends on reaching some external milestone, the finish line will never keep disappearing into the distance. Ask, what are your inner matrix wires? What specific habit stems from craving validation, oversharing, people pleasing, silencing the true opinions? The tough truth is none of this will ever bring real safety when enough is tied to anything outside yourself. You can never win. Think back. Has any amount of praise or approval actually made you comfortable in your own skin for more than a moment? Here is where the power shift begins. Turn inward. What would it mean to use your personal values, not borrowed ones, as your internal compass? Your values are the only reliable GPS for meaningful life. Once you start asking, what do I do, instead of what do they think, you are finally exiting the matrix and stepping into autonomy. The noise won't stop by itself. You have to make a conscious decision to unplug. Practical steps: set up time limits, turn off non-essential notifications, and even if only for a day, delete your most used social apps. Notice how your mind reacts. At first, you will reach for your phone out of habit, but in that discomfort, you gain space to notice your real thoughts and feelings, and you even start to feel relieved. Now, answer. What happens in the silence? At the first, it might feel empty, even frightened, because most of us have never really just sat quietly with ourselves. But here is where our true voice finally emerges. Let yourself be bored sometimes. Boredom births your most honest thoughts and new ideas. Curate your feeds as you would curate your environment. Don't let the digital world fill your head with junk. Choose content and connection that challenges you to grow, not just those that feed your ego. Imagine what could you accomplish if you could reclaim even half the time and energy currently lost in scrolling. If you removed all the external feedback, what would your definition of success look like? Building a real, sensible fulfillment begins with self-acceptance. Your unique journey is valuable, not because others say so, but because it is yours, one of a kind, irreplaceable. How can you build self-compassion? View your mistakes through the lens of learning, not failure. Would you point out every little flaw in your best friends or cheer them on grow into their best self? Treat yourself as you would treat a loved one. This practice doesn't mean denying flaws. It means seeing setbacks as a part of the process, not evidence you are unworthy. In this world of instant judgment and toxic comparison, recognizing your worth without applause is a radical act. Walking away from the approval game doesn't isolate you. It liberates you. And as you become more authentic, you give silent permission for others to do the same. What does authenticity look like in a hyper-connected world? Is it the choosing depth over popularity, cherishing true friendship rather than collecting followers? When you define enough based on your standards, you finally become content, and more importantly, free. Think of the ripple effect. Authentic living inspires others. When you show up, real flaws and all, you offer hope and courage for your friends, family, and even total strangers to do the same. Genuine connection is contagious. As you step outside the echo chamber, you invite others to come with you. So ask yourself honestly, what are you willing to let go in order to regain your peace? Are you ready to be the person who offers presence over the performance, honesty over applause, meaning over metrics? Break the cycle. This week, spend time truly alone. No screen, no audience. Listen for that still small voice that has always been yours, buried under the layers of noise. Share your experience in comments or simply keep it as the proof you are capable of finding yourself. The world doesn't need another perfect persona. It needs more honesty, more courage, more you.